Are you doing everything you can to boost your fertility and still wondering if it's enough? Well, let me introduce you to my egg framework. It's a simple yet powerful framework that helps you increase and support your egg quality naturally. So whether you are trying to get pregnant naturally or you are preparing for an IVF cycle, this method is going to give your body and your eggs the support they need to thrive. So come on, let's go. And welcome to the Fertility Godmother Show, where we talk about all things fertility. Hi, I'm your host, Denise Erez, lovingly known as the Fertility Godmother, and I help women just like you improve their fertility, balance their hormones, and feel empowered on their journey to motherhood. I'm so passionate about this because I have seen women that have done just a few small changes that have added up to make a big difference in their health and in their egg quality, which ended up with them having a healthy baby. For example, one of my clients, Sarah, came to see me. She was feeling completely stressed out, overwhelmed, and she was worried because her doctor told her she had bad egg quality and a low AMH. So you can imagine the combination of all those things when she only dreamed of becoming a mom for basically her whole life. It was very, very stressful and kind of a depressing time. By Sarah focusing on a few key shifts, like nourishing her body, learning how to manage stress, creating a more positive, healthy mindset, and eating nutritiously, made a huge shift and allowed her eggs to get the support they needed so that she was able to get pregnant and she had a beautiful baby boy. So today I'm sharing my egg method with you so that you can do the same. Let's start with the first part of the egg method, E for energize. Think of your body as a garden and your eggs are the seeds. To grow healthy, vibrant plants, your soil needs to be rich. It needs to have the right amount of water, the right amount of nutrients, the right amount of sunlight. Similarly, your eggs need proper nutrition, proper oxygenation and circulation so that they can thrive. By feeding your body with the right nutrition, staying active, and creating a supportive environment, you're giving your eggs everything it needs to flourish. So the best way to fuel your eggs or nourish your eggs is through really good nutrition. So you may be thinking, oh, I have a sweet tooth. Do I really have to give up my sweets? Or maybe you're thinking that you're more of a salty person and you don't want to give up your popcorn or your bag of chips. But here's the thing. You may be wondering if it's worth it for you to give that up, if it's really going to have an impact. If you don't do this, then we know that there can't be a change in your body and improve egg quality. And I know you know it, but the question is, what are we doing to actually take action to implement these healthy things for our bodies, for our nourishment, so that we even can reverse our age, right? We can improve the egg quality so that you can get pregnant and have a baby. The best way to fuel your eggs is through nutrition. Eating antioxidant-rich foods like spinach and berries and nuts can make a huge difference in protecting cell damage. So you may be thinking, does that mean I have to give up my chocolate cake or my ice cream or my bag of chips if you're a salty person? It doesn't necessarily mean you have to give it up, but we know that the formula to improve egg quality, to slow down the aging process, or even reverse the aging process, there is a thing to do that. It makes a difference by the foods that you're eating. So you have to ask yourself the question, is it worth it to get really healthy and eat less of these foods? And maybe even reframing the fact that these berries and spinach and kale is actually good for your body, and you can actually enjoy it because you're doing something good for your body. Now, does that mean you have to completely give it up? It's really an individual thing. So that's something that I usually personalize with my clients, because we can figure out, are you somebody who's an all or nothing type person, which tends to be easier for many, or are you able to do the moderation? So as long as you can do moderation and not go down that slippery slope, having some of these things can make a huge difference. But let me share this example with you. When we have too many trans fats, and trans fats are really harmful to our body, and trans fats are in, a bag of fried potato chips or anything fried, a lot of baked packaged goods. These things actually cause damage to our cells. They actually age it and cause damage. And it actually can decrease your fertility by 72% by only having 2% of your calories from trans fats. So let's say that's a bag of potato chips. All right, 2% of your daily calories can decrease your fertility by 72%. So you tell me, is it worth it every time you grab those bags of chips? And again, you just have to think about how we're going to balance it out and counterbalance it out. So this is the thing. It can be challenging, yet it is simple. And when you reframe your mindset that you can actually enjoy having these foods that are nourishing your body, it makes a huge difference. And let's not forget about movement. We need to have circulation. A lot of us are sitting all day long, self included, on the computer, working with clients, having meetings. Most of us tend to really be sedentary. It's so important to make sure that we are moving throughout the day, that we're getting the proper exercise in. It doesn't have to be all your movement at one time. In fact, it's good to kind of space it out through the day so that you get that circulation, you get that oxygenation, right? You're getting that deep breath and you're getting that nutrition throughout the whole body. I like to give this example. If somebody was to have chest pains or not have enough oxygen to their heart, then you know that they're at risk of dying. Well, it's the same thing with our eggs. If we're not getting the oxygen and the circulation and the nutrients to our ovaries, they're going to be aging. They're going to be stressed. They're not going to be thriving. Your eggs are precious, and every cell in your body is precious, and they need to be guarded. One easy way to guard your fertility is to avoid chemicals. So one thing that I see is very common is plastics. Even when we know that plastics are harmful for us, I still see that women and men are still drinking out of plastic bottles or a lot of plastic containers. So the truth is we can't avoid it completely. And what can we do to diminish the amount of plastics that we are exposed to on a daily basis, right? One big thing, because we're supposed to be drinking lots of water, would be to eliminate plastic water bottles. I was just having a conversation with a client today who's very knowledgeable and very mindful of her health, and yet she was drinking out of plastic water bottles. So her house was under construction. So we discussed a temporary solution. So think of ways that you can reduce the plastics as much as possible and still get the care that you need. Stress is another big one we need to protect against our bodies because the cortisol levels can actually cause hormonal imbalance. That's why daily stress reducing practices like doing some deep breaths. I like to use the 4-4-8 breath, meditation or yoga or journaling, things that can actually decrease your stress. Some people talking things out loud can make a difference. So whatever it is for you to reset, to calm your nervous system, whether it's a nature hike, a meditation, or having a good conversation or a cup of tea with a girlfriend, it's so important to make sure that you do that so that you can regulate your nervous system. And finally, we have glow. This is all about creating harmony in your mind and body so that your eggs can thrive. Glow starts with rest. Your body does its best repair while you're asleep. So it's recommended to get a consistent 7 to 9 hours, figuring out where you function the best, but getting a consistent 7 to 9 hours of deep quality sleep. So it's not just about the numbers, but it's about the quality of sleep, and it's about having consistent bedtimes and making sure that you have set yourself up a little routine to make things more enjoyable. Have a cup of chamomile tea at night, whatever that may be for you, but making sure that you get that quality of sleep makes a huge difference. And you can see how all these things kind of run through each other because they all affect one another. I don't want you to underestimate the power of gratitude and bringing joy into your life. This is one of my favorite things to work with when I'm working with my clients, is to help them bring back the joy. And starting with a gratitude journal. There's something special about writing. They say what you write, you invite. So writing down at least 3 things you're grateful for every day, that small thing makes such a powerful shift in your mindset. And that may be something that you used to practice before, but maybe got away from you. So I'd love to invite you to just be mindful about that and bring that back into practice because it makes a huge difference. And even if you're really struggling right now, I'm sorry, and I can understand that this is very difficult on top of all the other daily stresses in life. And yet there are still so many things that we can be grateful for, and it's taking that shift and looking for the things so that we can be thankful, the things that are working versus looking for all the things that are not. So there you have it, the egg method. Energize, guard, and glow. These are small but powerful shifts that you can make today to boost your egg quality. And so now I want to hear from you. Comment below and share with me which tip resonated with you the most. I want to thank you for joining me here today. If this video was helpful, please give me a thumbs up and share it with somebody that can use it. And let's spread the word to help other women just like you that are struggling with getting pregnant or want to just improve their chances of getting pregnant so that we can redesign this fertility journey together. And if you're ready to dive deeper and get more hand-holding support, then click the link in the description below and apply for a free clarity session to see if I can help you. I would love to be able to support you on this fertility journey. So remember to keep moving forward, and you're not alone on this journey. I am here with you every step of the way. Until next time, I'm Denise Erez, your fertility godmother.